So understand this. I know that one of the arguments that's been made is that, there's some arguments been made lately in this campaign season. One of them is, Obama's may make a good speech. He makes a good speech, but he hasn't been in Washington long enough. We need to season and stew him a little bit more and boil all the hope out of him. The American people have not bought this argument, you notice. It's been made for the last 9 months. But the American people understand that the last thing we need is to have the same old cast of characters doing the same old things over and over again and somehow expecting a different result. We don't need somebody who can play the game better. We need somebody who can put an end to the game playing. That's why I'm running for President of the United States of America. We've heard another argument that, well, Obama hasn't gone up against the Republicans. They'll tear him up. And I've got to explain, I'm from the south side of Chicago. I'm skinny, but I'm tough. And I am looking forward to a debate with John McCain. Now, John McCain's a good man. He's an American hero, and we honor his service to this nation. But he has made some bad choices about the company he keeps. He has embraced every failed policy of George Bush's. He speaks of a 100-year war in Iraq and sees another on the horizon with Iran. Let me tell you, if he wants a 100-year war in Iraq, that's a good reason not to give him 4 years in the White House. I'm happy to have that debate with John McCain. He wants to make permanent the George Bush tax cuts that he once courageously opposed. But that's what happens when you spend too long in Washington. The wheels on the Straight Talk Express kind of spin off. And so I'm happy to have that debate about the failed economic policies of the past, because I intend to lead the party of tomorrow, not the party of yesterday. That's why I'm running for President of the United States of America. So I am happy to have a debate with the Republicans. But then we've heard another argument that, well, one candidate talks pretty, makes nice speeches, is inspirational, but the other person's in the solutions business. And the notion is, I guess, words don't matter or are just a bunch of fluff. It's style over substance. And, this argument obviously ignores the 20 years that I've spent devoted to public service at every level. It's hard to understand if you talk to people who know that they have a job because of the job training I put in place, or the health care that they obtained, or those who aren't sitting on death row because of the criminal justice system that we reformed, or those who understand that we've dealt with issues of nuclear proliferation at the international level in ways that haven't been done before. But understand this argument about words not mattering. The most important thing that we can do right now is to re-engage the American people in the process of governance, to get them excited and interested again in what works and what can work in our government, to make politics cool again and important again and relevant again. Don't tell me words don't matter. I have a dream, just words. We hold these truths to be self-evident, that all men are created equal, just words. We have nothing to fear but fear itself, just words, just speeches. It's true that speeches don't solve all problems. But what is also true is if we cannot inspire the country to believe again, then it doesn't matter how many policies and plans we have. And that is why I'm running for President of the United States of America. And that's why we just won 8 elections straight, because the American